What's up, YouTubers, market participants, and day traders? You just stumbled upon my channel where I'm going to review my day trades daily. So if you're new to the game, you're struggling to make money, and you got a small account, you found your boy. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Definitely join the family because AKA Will the Wise, AKA Will the Market, and AKA your boy are here. Let's jump into these trades.
Hey, what's up, YouTubers and day traders and market participants? I'm gonna go over my trade today that I took in Tesla. It was a back and forth market. I believe that we were consolidating. There really wasn't much momentum in either or direction. There were key players that made some moves. Banks crashed, and I missed the Goldman Sachs short. I had it on my watch list, wrote it down. Didn't end up taking it because Tesla actually provided a great opportunity. So let's go ahead and jump straight into that trade. All right, so in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Tesla, the power off the 200 SMA, right? And it was a day trade that is ultimately going to turn into a swing trade because I'm still holding that last contract. You always let one contract go and put that contract into the market's hands and let the market show you its beautiful glory, right? So here's a weekly chart that kind of gave me first my thesis. You can see here that we are last week. I actually was able to catch the push all the way up to the 235, but I didn't hold till I got rid of it at like 230. I could have definitely held for 235. That was an obvious area of where we would see some resistance, right? So now this week we kind of started Monday and Tuesday down here. Tuesday we're kind of jumping back up, so I'm thinking by the end of this week we could test to 235 again. Maybe come tomorrow, maybe it opens up at 235 if we have a high CP number or something like that, or in Thursday PPI, right? So, but that will be a sell the news event. If we have great numbers and or bad numbers and the market gaps up, that's just going to be a sell the news event in my eyes. And I'm going to I probably won't go short. I'll probably get rid of my long since I'm already in it and wait to see what will happen because I already have some shorts that I'm still holding. I would like to see those play out. So I would be very patient before I took any more. Because if they don't play it out, I don't want my whole portfolio to be down to the downside. Even though we are in September, a great month to be short, we'll just have to play it by ear and wait for the numbers to come out, right? So that will be the play. Hopefully by tomorrow, we'll see. But the reason why I am bullish until we get back to this 200, if we reject off the 200 again, then I would probably think we would hit down to 203, which would be pretty good. If we get 203 by next week, September, like midweek September or early October, I think that would be a great buy for a very long-term push to the upside, right? Because I think now that this is the year of Tesla. We've been under the 200 for so long. This hasn't been Tesla's year. It's been a lot of the chip makers' years, right? NVIDIA. Tesla's year is probably going to be next year. So we'll see. And this is all not financial advice. Do your own homework. This is what I am doing, and this is all just for education, no purposes, right? So here's basically a trade I took. I will go over it a little bit more in detail in the next slide. Let's go ahead and get my drawing tool out. So yeah, I mean, huge, great power bar off of the 200 right here, SMA, bam, I love it. I was in already at that point in time. Here's the 15-minute chart, and this is kind of what I want to show you is Wednesday, I'm sorry, you can't even see it now, but Tuesday last week, it was pretty narrow, and then you got the 3-prong push. Now we're back into this narrow state, and we got the 3-prong that's about to take off, right? So that's why I'm still holding one contract, right? I didn't let it go here, and I didn't cry about it when it pulled back. I did not cry about it. I still held the contract, and we'll see where we go if this last contract can get us back to this area, right? And another reason why I held it as well is because you can actually see the higher time frames are giving you some support as well. This is the 30-minute time frame, very similar. This huge bar came off of the 200 SMA off the 30-minute chart. That's given us some upward pressure. Here is the 1 hour. I like how now we got above the 200 SMA last week on Tuesday already, but we kind of came back down into this narrow range to push back up. And same with the 4 hour. The 4 hour is actually saying that we might get a big push sooner or later, because look at the 200 SMA and look at the 20 SMA. They are basically parallel. They are basically in a very super narrow state, winding up, right? So we could get a nice big push out of Tesla soon. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we first go back down to the 203 level, right? Just before we get a push up, because we're in a negative month, right? That we get that push down, then the push back up. Not much really here to say on the notes part of the trade. My entry was a little early. I got in at 9:31, so basically a minute and 25 seconds, because honestly this candle started off red. It went down here and it was red, and as soon as it turned green, I punched it. I punched in. I actually it jumped up here so fast, it already kind of made this whole candle in like the first minute and a half, so I really didn't get a good price. I got 120. When I first saw these contracts, they were at 97 bucks, and just in that little 30 seconds that I missed it, they jumped to 120, so I ended up getting punched in at 120. And then this was scary, right? So I did get rid of some of my first contracts right at the top here, right literally on the next bar, because I already had my 15%, right? So I took some profit off the table just in case it reverses. I'm not losing all of the money that I put in. So it does do the reversal right here, almost gives me a bear 180. And what I say by that is the exact red candle is almost engulfing the entire green candle. But notice that it comes down to the bottom of the green candle but doesn't engulf it fully. So it stops here and you have still this room, right? So that told me that the bears weren't fully in control. Then the next bar sets off and it does go down here and touches the 200 SMA. I was very patient. I was like, okay, if it breaks it here, then I'm out of the trade. But it held, pushed right back up. Here I technically could have added some more as I noticed. I thought about it because I did sell here 2 contracts. I was thinking about adding here, probably was the better bet, since I knew already for certain bears showed their hands. It was strong. It wasn't as strong though, and then the bulls came from the 200 and took us right back up, and then once we eliminated the red, I could have expected some more upper push, right? So as soon as we got those candles, boom, this is a nice 2 push from here. 1, 2, yeah, here's 1, here's 2, and then this is my 3rd push out of most of the trade except for 1 contract, right? Because I could see on the higher time frames what is panning out, and if we go back to that 230 to 235 mark, that contract that doesn't expire until next week. I got the next week contracts. Don't play around with the weeklies, guys. Not as much. They can be very dangerous. I only do it certain times, and if you do, you got to be quick with it, and you got to make sure you see a really good setup. But I do not recommend them at all. I do what I'm doing. This is not financial advice, once again, but we're gonna come back to this trade. Also, I'll keep this deck and I will give a summary of where we went to with that last contract, right? At the end of the day, the Tesla price still ended up being, I believe, higher than what we opened up with. Let's see at the higher time frames. Yeah, so right here, yeah. So the highest point of the, it's about even. So I believe the contract's still up though, because I technically got it down here somewhere. It was down and I was losing like 10 bucks or something like that. But trust me, when you get it, when the market rewards patience, it rewards patience, guys. So make sure sometimes you always leave a little bit in there to take you to the promised land. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was it for this video. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, show some support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.